Alright, so I'm finally back with another deck suggestion by a subscriber, Vegeta Ultra Instinct. Thank you very much for your suggestions as always. And this is the deck that he recommended I use. So he suggested number 353, everything in the speed, ADM up A, speed up A, ultimate gauge down every turn. 295, everything in attack, ADM up A, speed up A, and ultimate gauge down every turn. EX21 Gogeta, and it's funny that he recommended this. I actually happen to have one with this exact dupe on standby already. I think I actually have a couple of them, so that just made it really easy. I just, had to put them in the team. But yeah, that's 6 in HP, 2 in attack, and 2 in speed. With ADM up A, speed up A, and ultimate gauge down every turn. And I already had one of these on standby, so that was really easy too. Just had to throw them in the team. Future Trunks number 120 with everything in attack, all on skills. And then finally, number 175 hit. 5 in attack, 5 in speed with ADM up F, speed up F, and ultimate gauge down every turn. Let's get right into it. Just going to be doing a couple free battles and then relaxing a bit with some Mario just for the hell of it when I get done. Today was actually the busiest workday I've ever had in the roadside assistance dispatch field. It was pretty nuts. So on average, getting 12 claims done is considered like average, and I usually exceed that. Today was exceptionally nuts. I had 21 claims by the time I was done. Thankfully, they're still allowing me to work from home, and I think it's because of my experience and because of how diligent I am with, dispatching all my claims that they're continuing to allow me to do so, so I'm very thankful for it. It's just crap, man. We're drowning lately at work, and it kind of sucks. And I honestly think we need more people. I'm not exactly sure how you suggest normally running this deck, Vegeta, but if it were me, and I'm just saying, if it were me, I would change up the deck slightly. And the figures that I would change up are probably Hit and Few. Few's great because he has coverage, but outside of the decent attack stat he gets, I will admit that's very decent, what he gets. I don't think his posing skill is all that useful. Plus, when you factor in also that there are figures that hit much harder that go in the bottom right. Just as an example, attack, focus blast Vegeta. And hit, well, not terrible, he's definitely viable. I just think he's outclassed by a few other figures in the game. But I wanted to go ahead and run the deck the exact way you wanted me to run it. That's just me. Now, if I were to get rid of one figure in this deck, because the coverage I think would be nice, is if I'm not going to get rid of a figure that's going to get rid of coverage on the board, I would probably keep Hit in there just because he has a spot in the upper left, but even then, I would probably replace both Hit and Few with Android 17 to give defense to everybody, because this is a really squishy team. And now, don't get me wrong, it's also pretty quick, but still, it's a little bit risky to run in my opinion. Not a terrible deck, just I think it's a bit outclassed. And when I say that, I'm mainly talking about the figures. Like, the deck itself I think is fine. I like how it's something different, very well thought out, especially with the dupes. You don't really see a whole lot of specific setups with that to get the most out of the team, so that's pretty good. I was also pleasantly surprised to see that you had a very similar mindset to me when it came to this EX 21 Gogeta, because I think that is like his optimal setup. When duping him, you get just over 9k HP. You already got plenty of attack as is, you get just over 3,000 speed. That's very, very good. Now, I tested this deck out on this free battle a few times, and I normally lost 1 to 2 figures by the end of it. And that is one glaring issue with the deck, just in general, is that it doesn't have a whole lot of defense to it. I mean, yeah, you got Trunks for the Master, but that's pretty much it. Everyone else is probably going to get blown back. And I'm going to get rid of Hugh for right now. You know, we'll not put Videl there for right now. Let's just get Trunks down here for the heck of it. We'll get Gogeta down here. There we go. Because I just want to get some damage done to Vados, and Goku's down to his last 3 figures. You know, after this turn, I can just put Gogeta in the bottom left and hopefully get rid of Vados. Jesus Christ, did it freaking sucked. Like, that was so terrible. I've never had such a busy work shift in this job field. That was nuts. I honestly think we need a few more people at work. Oh yeah, you know, that was one other thing I wanted to give Vegeta praise for, is that he thought ahead on the speed for both hit and for few. Because if you put everything in speed for few, he's just going to get that much more attack. It's also going to make it that much easier to have him... I think he would have actually gone after hit anyway, but still, it's nice to, you know, have that in mind, because as soon as you break the opponent's defense, you can just have you follow up on that. You know, that's pretty good. I think a slightly better combination than that, and even, I've seen Mugs run it a few times as well. Hit with Godku, that's a really good combination to run, I think. Let's get Videl in here. And you know what? Because I think we're actually going to lose her this turn, let's do this instead. There we go. I would personally rather lose Hit and Few, because Videl was just really vital to any team, in my opinion. Same with Gogeta, and same with this Trunks especially. Doubly so if you're running it as an O1 unit. And luckily, Vegeta here isn't even in his trigger squares, so he's only going to be getting hit here if I don't manage to kill him this turn. Still don't understand why the AI is really stupid a lot with their figure placements. Oh, and while I'm on the topic of figures, I suppose. So Unleashed, actually, shout out to Unleashed again. So there's something you can do with the game. I think you have to go into your, if you're playing on PC anyway, you go into your NVIDIA settings and you change the FPS to 59, and every single hit in the Hero Coliseum during the simulation phase will connect. They won't drop or just whip their attacks and whatnot. Now, that's cool and all. You know, I'm glad that you found that out, but for me, it doesn't really affect me because I skip a lot to begin with. And even then, I personally think that's kind of cheating, especially if I'm going into, like, parallel quests, even though I don't PvP at all whatsoever. It doesn't really affect me because I don't really plan on using that. And, I will be wanting to do, some pre-battles with you soon. COVID's actually driving everyone nuts to the point where they're so bored they want to do other things, and it's funny. For Unleashed, one of those things is just to do a few free battles online, so I'm definitely down to do that. Hopefully might even be able to get a collab that out with you soon if you're up for that anyway. If you just want to do a few matches, I'm cool with that. Hope you're all staying indoors and staying safe. Hopefully the vaccine, you know, works and it's safe, and probably won't be getting, you know, that many tests done on it until like mid this year. The whole thing, of course, just still sucks, but other than that, I'm looking forward to the DLC 12 update we're getting for this game. I'm very, very patiently waiting for that, because I seriously want that new Blue Evolution Vegeta, and I really, really want that new Janemba UR figure, because I've already stated it quite a few times. He's my favorite villain in the whole franchise. Janemba is just freaking badass as hell to me, mainly because he just looks like Satan. He looks awesome. But yeah, the deck itself, while not terrible, I think could use a little bit of reworking, just so that the team has more defense and utility to it. It's great for how quick and how how hard it hits. But other than that, it's gonna get blown back by a tanky or even a bruiser-like team, I think. Still a very fun deck, though. I am a fan of it. And then we'll put out Few. Now, my main focus when I'm doing this is because hit's gonna lower their defense until, like, the end of the next turn, so that's why I'm putting Few out in front of Adele, is just to keep her safe. And again, I'd rather lose either Few or Hit, rather than losing Adele. And I decided to actually do this instead because normally Beerus' trigger square is on the upper right, but he felt like trolling me this game. My main goal right here this turn is to set up on getting rid of Whis, because Whis is going to be a serious pain throughout the battle if I don't get rid of him now. I also find it nice that the deck has 4 ultimate gauge down every turn. That's great and all. You already know my playstyle, though. I don't think you need any more than 2 of them. Because, you know, chances are 2 out of the 5 figures, you know it's going to have one on the field to begin with. And you could just use a free slot on a figure you're keeping safe for ultimate gauge up turn 5. Or 4 even. But again, that's my playstyle. And I'm not going to tell other people how to play their Hero Coliseum. So thankfully, at least got Whis' defense down. Let's get Few out here. And we are taking a really huge risk in putting Trunks out, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to put out Videl with Few. Hopefully get rid of Whis. Hopefully Gogeta will be fine. If not, it is what it is. And here's Mouse. Hi, buddy. I doubt I'm going to be able to take out both Broly, but hopefully I manage to pull that off this turn. I just realized, did he take Whis off? He did take Whis off the field. Freaking damn it, dude. Good thing about this deck, at least since I got Few there, he's at least going to go after the other Broly, so I should be able to kill him with Few. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. I see you. Yeah, if I don't immediately pick him up, he just kind of lays down for a bit next to me until I decide to do so. He's gonna have to wait a bit. He's killed a Broly. I got very lucky getting a, kind of... Wow, that's a lot of damage. Now, against a more defensive team like Blue Goku's, I didn't think Few was gonna hit all that hard, but it's actually really freaking good damage. So, I don't know what free battles you were testing this deck on, but feel free to leave that below, if you were doing that at all. Vegeta Ultra Instinct, I'm interested. Because it seems to do very well against Broly here. But, you know, Broly, of course, he runs a lot of low defense aside from Whis, but even that, I still think that's really great damage. And we did have Videl, but still. Protect Videl now. And let's hopefully get rid of Beerus. Should he keep him on the field? You know, let's actually run a 3-column setup. Because I'm terrified of that SR Broly. Okay, we're good. So, Beerus is gonna die this turn. And I unfortunately lost Hit, so I can't get rid of Whis' defense, but it's okay. Beerus is low enough. Broly might just barely live this turn. This Gogeta is freaking nuts, by the way, especially if you manage to just keep him safe the entire time behind something like a Whis, or not a Z Goku. That'd be incredible. You know, I'm actually thinking I might test that out in the near future. I'm gonna put out, this Gogeta with NZ Goku and Vados. I think that'd be really broken. That's pretty much going to do it for the vid for now, though. I thank you all for watching. I'm going to go take care of Mouse here. Play with them some, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Thanks for watching.